Here at Tech Futures Lab, we're often asked, what do you mean by the digital economy? And how is that economy different than the economy that we know? In recent years, and particularly now as we're emerging from a post-COVID world, we're having to think about the economic values and also the models that we're going to deploy to get our global economy back on track. What we do know in recent times is the technological advances have given a massive boost to organisations who have adopted ways of using technology for greater productivity, connectivity, and the ability to scale as you move things into zeros and ones away from analog. But when we talk about the digital economy, we're talking about a range of different levers. We can talk about them in terms of the sharing economy, where people are thinking more around the resources that we have are not infinite and we must share what we have, whether that be natural resources, whether that be sharing tools in the tool shed, borrowing bicycles or scooters from platform companies, or whether we think about the way we live in more shared spaces so that we don't have to have such large empty homes. We also think about the collaborative economy, where organisations collaborate together to focus on the expertise that they have, but also recognising that the best way forward is to work with others with a similar vision and purpose to their own so they can have maximum impact. Many of us will have heard about the gig economy or portfolio careers, where people are taking the decision or making the decision to step out of a regular 9-to-5 job and actually either supplementing or recreating their career based upon things they really are very passionate about, which might mean working remotely or as part of a distributed workforce. And it could be that someone chooses to work on things they're very passionate about 1 or 2 days a week and have a more traditional parts of their roles on the other days of the week. We're also thinking around different economic models like donut economics, where we put the household and people and humanity at the centre, and we don't think of the economy being based on businesses that are purely in business for profit. Now, this is not to say that profit is a bad thing, but to say that actually what if we can distribute profit to be more fair and more equitable for more people, so that we don't have the huge differential between the very top income earners and those who make the most money and those who have very little choice of how they can contribute in the economy. Part of these changes require a systems thinking shift. The decoupling and unbundling of traditional ways of thinking about the workplace and the metrics and the return to shareholders and the dividends that we pay out, and how we think of investment and how we think about bringing value. We're thinking through the lens increasingly of sustainability, of impact, of thinking about globalization. And if there's ever been a time where you need to think more clearly with a bigger and bolder view of what the world could and should be, it's in this post-COVID world. So this is a time when the digital economy reflects the technological advances that we have. It reflects the societal expectations around fairness, equity, equality, and sustainability. It looks at generational shifts in the way we think about ownership, how we think about sharing, how we think about collaborating. And it focuses on the creation of new opportunities that we have not seen before this time because we were under the old constraints of the old economy. I hope this helps clarify how the human potential fits in with the digital economy and how you personally can change the way you work and think so that you can maximize your time to do the things you truly love that are good for you and good for this world. Thanks.